Good afternoon, everyone. It's Tuesday, the 21st of April, and the girls and I are here by ourselves. Tim's out to observe karate. He still can't participate with his foot the way it is, but he misses his pals. So he went, and excuse my hand in the screen. Um, so here I am. I haven't done a video for a while, so I figured I better get going. Uh, this This is Sandy Wilhelmina. I'm a little bit wound because we share sheep on Saturday. And I swear this weather is going to make me crazy. It's supposed to be stormy Thursday and Friday. So we locked the sheep up in the barn because they have to be dry for the shearer fellows. And they are not going to be happy. But you know what? They're going to be even more unhappy when it gets to be 80 degrees and they've still got all that wool on them. So they're just going to have to deal with me. And oops, I just lost my screen. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Um, I forgot what I was saying because I had hit a button on the computer. So anyway, please excuse my desk. I do have to replace my background, and I don't know, I'm just kind of winging it tonight. So this is a new clipboard. Do they call clipboards lapboards? Is that what I don't understand? I don't know. It's a clipboard. It has a Patty Lang Sacred Mementos print on the front and the back. I love how this videos. It's actual ticking from a pillow or something. Bees. Louise says hi. Now she has to go outside. You going outside? Maybe not. Oops, snort. Well, hold please while I run and let this noisy dog out. I'll be right back. You guys going outside? Come on this way. Hurry, hurry. I'll be right back. What? And that dog's out 500 times a day. Okay, I'm back. I also need to tell you that I've been painting and inking and doing stuff, so I have dirty, dirty hands. Sorry. I tried to wash it off, but it isn't cooperating. So anyway, this is ticking, and I decided to put it down upside down because it's got this really soft. I'm sure it had backing on it at some point. So whoever purchases it will probably have to seal it, or I wouldn't personally, but and I just put a little more up here at the top, and I will seal this front, the paper, and the sides, so that it's protected. And sorry for the light situation. The sun is coming in. So one day I decided to do this. Here's the sunshine. Better than the storms of last week, though, I'd say. So this isn't finished, but that's what I did part of today. And I'm working on our website so that we have more things available like regularly on the website. So I put together this package of 25 pages of rag content book pages, and I am no expert. I have no idea for sure which is which. I know how they feel to me, but I'm not an expert, so I'm just gonna say there is some that I think is rag and others that I think have rag content. So that's what I'm gonna say. Most of them are before 1860. I don't know how old this piece of paper is. It's got a seam in it. It was in a 1900 book, but I'm not sure exactly. It might be. I don't know. I don't know a lot about that paper either. So it's all different sizes. I tried to get as many folios as I could, but sometimes these books don't want to give up a folio. So, old cookbooks, um, Lord Byron. Now this, I believe to be rag paper. You can see the edges where it was on a screen. Patty, I hope I'm right with that. It's all very nice paper. Um, some of this, like that one, I think is 1910. So it's pretty. And if there was someone who maybe doesn't like grungy paper, you could just let me know and I would be able to fill orders with less grungy. But they are kind of all what they are. This is from a Godey's, 1876. Godey's again. And then 1844. I have to remember which magazine that came out of, but I've lost my train of thought. So there's at least 25 pages here of rag and rag content paper. And I am saying this so that you don't think, okay, I'm going to get all rag paper from her. And then you get it and you're like, hey, wait, this one isn't, or whatever. I am saying that I'm not an expert, but this kind of pack is going to be available on our website shortly. As soon as we get done with sharing, I will be done with the cleanup on the website and I can start adding new things. I also, most of you are probably familiar with our 1 pound book page packs, and they're always going to be different. I only make up 3 at a time because I don't want them all to be the same. So 3 would be, but not 10. So just I'd show an example of them. I try to do again the whoopsie folios, but there probably are more pages. Um, this one's a nice paper. Well, they all are to me, but so I give you more than one of a piece. This is French. And I have to get our language packs done too. Foreign language packs. So you know what paper looks like. And these are old. There's some Norwegian or Swedish dictionaries. But it's all really nice paper. And a pound, I've never counted the pages because a pound is a lot of paper. So these will be available on our website also after this weekend. We're trying to get through sharing day and not have the sheep knock my tooth out again this year like last year. That's a whole nother story. These little books I got from Katie. I think all of this came from Katie. And they're just little Edgar Allan Poe books. So you have really neat paper. This is Some Words with a Mummy, 1904. Really nice paper in it. I'm probably going to read this one. I have never read any of his books front to back. We didn't even have to read them in school, which I find very strange now. And this one is The Detection of Crime. So how fun would that be to read? Maybe I'll get a police officer journal started. I've been collecting stuff. This was a total vanity purchase. This is Goethe's works. He is a poet. And it's a leather cover, but look at that. Hopefully I can get it's black. And it is beautiful. It's not quite as bright as it's showing up here. But Katie had these. I think she sold all of them. I'm gonna put these under the cover. But look at that, another page of it. It's black, you guys. So that's why it's so vanity purchase. I love black. I love black and red. And wait, look at the side of the book. I don't know if I'll ever be able to take that apart. Well, not right now, anyway. And it's really not even that old of a book. I think it's, oh, I looked it up and I think it's like 1900. I'll have to look at it again and write myself a note, but it's got beautiful paper. I don't know if it's typewriter weight paper, and it's just beautiful. It's all in German. It was from Germany. For whatever reason, they don't put the dates in a lot of the German books. So there's all kinds of great. I know I'll take it apart. You'll be seeing it in packs eventually because there's just too much. The font is fun. There's a variety of, just a variety of cool. This other one that I got from her, let me close these down here. Excuse me. Squeaky chair is this ledger. Isn't that just the most freaking yummy thing you've ever seen? That will be a cover coming to you at some point. I don't know when I would take this apart, but it is only, it's really a pretty small size. It's about 7.5 by 12-ish. This baby's seen a life. Has had fire probably. It's going to be a gorgeous cover for a girl. And inside is the coolest thing. I love it when these come along, and I couldn't not buy it. And this is about the silver medal at the field trial of the New England Ag Society at Amherst, Mass, June 1869. Price $45. How about that? And somebody in later times, they would use these as scrapbooks. And I love seeing what they put in them. And then, there's old that doesn't have bugs anymore, but Mary of the Wild Moor must have been a book they wanted. Boston, Lovesick Henry. And, on top of all of these, and this is from 1750. Ooh, wait till I find a date for sure before I say someone loved their mom. Look at that writing. So we did a little coloring there, a little artwork. But it's probably rag paper. I'm gonna guess it's rag paper. And they say favorite things out of the Boston Journal. And the dates I found on these were around 1900, 1899. But all of this there's 1771, 1755. I've never had a ledger this old. I will be sharing it eventually. I haven't read it, and I am going to. And it looks like it was from, I don't know, farm store, a mill, something along that line. Some of each. 5.5 pounds of fresh fish. It was $3.10, I think it says. And plowing. And let's see. And I did find the name of the people that did this in the back, and I'm gonna look them up. Making you a pair of shoes, $2.08. And I just thought, what kind of a cool history to read leading up to 1776. I thought it would be cool. The oxen to cart of hay, that looks like $10, or, oh, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't read through and deciphered this, so I don't know who did all the artwork, but I don't care. I would erase if you really wanted to. Doody doo doo. John making, I'm not sure what that says. Temperance, oh boy. Um, 2 pairs of small shoes were $5.04. Mending your shoes was $1.08. Um, recent delivery. Um, mending yours by a pair of shoes, $2. And they must have been going to, what does this say? Temperance songs for the Amesbury and Salisbury Reform Club. Please leave this on the seat for further use. Take it home. So I'll look that up too. And we'll see what. I guess I could Google it right now while we're looking, because if I do it now, I won't forget to do it later. Some days I don't know how you guys put up with me. Let's see. Displays a historical document likely from a temperance society, featuring a songbook or pamphlet. The temperance movement. Um, it doesn't really tell me a whole lot, but what we know. Looks like there was different. Well, there's different brands of everything, of course, but red clover. I love clover. Peeps its head up among the grasses, bright and fair here and there, all along the passes. The clover red, too, 'tis said, is a mine of money, gathering as far as the eye could see. The clover red, I look ahead, mark it when you may, 'tis rich in store, gather more, to sweeten meadow hay. I.W. Sanborn. Um, I guess have, let's see, a bushel of rye for $4. Half a bucket of corn was, looks like $1.10. And they sold meat, fish, seeds for pastures and hay and crops. And I use every drop of paper that comes out of these. Making 10 bales of, I don't know. I have to sit and read this because once I get used to the writing, then I do a much better job. Look at all the scribbling and the ink and the, I mean, this is, I just, and these next 2 pages. Look at that. I just can't. This is, I need to put this in frame. This says Salisbury 8, 1814. Received of Samuel Greeley $1 in full of demands to the above sale. Henry Brown. Little receipt. One day of plowing, $6. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. And this says that she wrote that in 1828, or someone did, March 10th, I don't know, 18 something. Look at this. I love all of that. This is about memories from the Chamber's Journal. Chocolate, cocoa, and broma. Boston and New York. Such treasures everywhere. And this has to be rag paper. This feels like it to me. And administratives of Simon Davis. Balance. Oh, accounts of lawful money, $3.08. So somebody there did a little bit of clerking. Did a lot of making of shoes. Pair of shoes, a pair of shoes. Maybe he was a blacksmith. I'm gonna look him up. I could have done it before I did this video, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Penny's had an upset tummy the last few days. She's feeling poorly, and I'm hoping that it was just something naughty she ate outside. One boot of rocks. Says a llama. May 1751. A bushel of potatoes was $3.70. And this is, I really should have taken a look through this. Moses had washing and shearing of 5 sheep for $1. Well, I think this guy better come and do our sheep for $1. I would pay him. I would pay him what we're paying this other guy right now. Come shear and wash my sheep. I can't imagine washing a sheep. It's just crazy talk. Get the fingerprints and the. You guys, that's what I do at night when I can't sleep. I get these out and I work on reading them, and I love seeing all the practicing. 1829, 3 bushels of potatoes. More numbers. More marking. In the year of our Lord, 1880, by somebody. So this stayed with someone in the family for a very long time. Ephemera, 1733. So back here is a lot of just practicing. Half a pack of peas. For doctor something. I'm really giving you a lot of information, right? Running. So, oh, January. Yep, 1757. I would just wonder if he wasn't a blacksmith, because that is a lot of shoe bending. A day plowing, and he's been. Who is that? Erasmus? I don't know. Artemis. I'm going to get to the very back. There are family names, which is what I will be looking up. Thomas Gartman, and here's the family stuff. The children of Moses and Elizabeth, December 15th, 1769. They had so many babies that died. Really sad. But I bet I can find a picture of this family somewhere. Here's a 1872 lumber sale or an administrator's sale. What's that name? Or it was poetry. It's rebels. But anyway, that is me for today, guys. I hope that you're all having a good week. It's Tuesday, so hope with me that the weather's going to hold. We're supposed to have storms Thursday and Friday, and we have to have dry sheep, so they are going to spend a few days in the barn. And that's always stressful for everyone because they really hate being told what to do. And we have to figure out how we're going to work with them because Jim had his foot surgery a couple weeks ago, or week and 2 weeks now, and he is pretty sore, so he can't be in there catching them to give them to the shearer without having his poor foot trampled. So I will probably be catching the sheep, which means they have to be in a smaller pen because I'm not, if I chase them, I'll end up without a tooth like last year. I made some tags. Do you guys ever, whoop, do you ever take things and, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, you guys. Oh my gosh, the sun is just not gonna let me do this. If I tip it, I like to get out my watercolor pencils and I take these old pictures and I color them or watercolor them. Oh, you're not gonna get a good look at them. I'm sorry, they're gonna have to be right here. Here, you didn't get to see any of them, right? But I really dislike these old pictures. So I just add a little bit of color and they usually turn out pretty nice. If I do say so myself. And I just put a backing on them and I tuck them into journals. Here's some sheep, or send them with packages. This is from obviously a flower book. It's not very old, but pretty flowers. So anyway, keep a good thought for us to have dry sheep and no breakouts once we get them in because they are stinkers. I'll try and do a couple of short videos on shearing day and we'll see how that goes. So we might have some shorts out there. Not my shorts, but I'll try and do a quick video. It's hard though because we're short 2 people this year, and so it's just me and Jim and Jenny and the shearer and his helper. Jim's kidlet, the teeny bopper from karate, he can't be here because he has the nerve to have a tournament Saturday. We just couldn't coordinate everybody. There are not very many good cheerers out there, and there aren't many at all. So you kind of have to do whatever day they want to do, because if not, you might be July before you see them again. So can't do that. I am going to go sit on the porch with my puppies. They had to go out in the beginning of this video because Jim had just left and they had to make sure he left. That's the name of the game here. So tell me in the comments, what are you all up to? What are you creating? Are you traveling this summer? Nosy sheep want to know it all. I will talk to you soon. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.